This video is produced by the UCD Maths Support Centre in conjunction with the UCD Access Centre. In this video we will be finding out what limits are and how we can tackle questions involving limits. To begin, let's take a look at a function. f of x is equal to x minus 1 all over x squared minus 1. Now before doing anything, we may notice that if we were to just sub in 1 into the function above, we would get a nasty error in the form of 0 over 0, which is a big no-no in terms of maths in general. So how do we talk about what happens to this function at the point when x is equal to 1? Is the function defined there? Is it possible to even do this? Well, we will use limits to see if this is doable. So when talking about limits, we talk about approaching the point x is equal to minus 1. When approaching x is equal to minus 1, we can come towards it from the left or below, meaning that the values get closer to 1 by starting smaller than 1. So we can also approach it from the right, above, meaning that the values get closer to 1 by starting larger than 1. So if we look at these two tables, on the left we see x is equal to 0.5, subbing that into f of x gives us 0.6667, and we can see that x is going from 0.5 to 0.75 to 0.9 to 0.99. We can see that x is approaching 1 from the left hand side, or from numbers that are smaller than 1. We can see at 0.99 it is equal to 0.5025, and we can see it looks like it is getting closer and closer to 0.5. And if we look at the right hand side, the same again, we'll approach 1 from the right hand side, or starting at numbers bigger than 1, we will get smaller and smaller and get closer to 1. So starting when x is 1.5 and letting x decrease to 1.25 to 1.1 to 1.01, and at 1.01 we can see we get 0.4975, again very close to the value of 0.5. The above example can be written in a more mathematical way. So we can say that the limit as x approaches 1 of f of x is equal to 0.5. Notice though that f of 1 does not actually exist. So if we sub 1 into the function f, we would get 1 minus 1 on the top line, which is 0, and 1 minus 1 on the bottom line, which again is 0. So f of 1 does not exist, but the limit as x approaches 1 of f of x, it would seem from above, does exist. So in the next video we will look at how to approach these problems with a more exact mathematics and not relying on tables and subbing in numbers through trial and error.